At this point, you should have created your groups and created your collaboration and got everything set up. This last video will explain a couple of little things that you need to know in order to make sure students have access, and to give you a couple of tips on how to cut off an assignment at a certain date. So I'm going to go ahead and hit collaborations, and I'm going to go into my World War II political ideologies, and I'm going to go ahead and click that. Once I'm here, there's one thing that you have to make sure you do, or your students will not have access to this. Canvas and Google talk, but Canvas and Google do not talk back and forth as much as we would like. So one of the very first things that you have to do, and if you do not do this, students will not have access, is click your share button. As you see, when I hover over it, it says private only to me. So even though I have Ms. Chappell and Mr. Crane assigned to this document, they will not be able to access it. So I'm going to hit share. Once I hit share, you can notice that I can type in just like I always do. You are not expected to type in every single student's name to have them get access to this. What you need to do is click advanced. Once you click advanced, you notice that they are not actually on this document, and they don't need to be. The way you fix this is you change your access up here and click anyone at Montgomery County Schools access. Has a link that can view. You need to change this to edit. Okay. Once you hit save and done, everyone will have access to that, and you have noticed that the icon up here has changed. Right. One of the shortcomings of collaborations on Canvas, there are two. One is that you cannot set a due date for collaborations. You can tell students when it is due, and you can come up here and take the version that is closest to the due date and not after the due date. The other way that you can get this due date in kind of a backhanded way is once you set the date, and once that date gets here, say it's on May 14th at 3 o'clock p.m. May 14th at 3 o'clock p.m., I'm going to come back into this document, click share, and I'm going to change this. Anyone at Montgomery County Schools with the link has access to view. That way, you can go in there and make comments. The students can go in there and see the comments, and you can hit save. This will also help you, and if a student tells you that they don't think they deserve the grade that they got, you can go in there and have comments that explains that for them. The other thing to note about this document that Google created is that it is blank. You do not have to recreate your content. If you have a Word document, copy your Word document and paste it into your World War II political ideologies, or whatever you're going to call this. There's no reason to sit here if you've already got a chart to go through here and create a table and make everything look nice. There's no need for all that. Just copy and paste it in, or have your students create it as you wish. Now, the other little thing here about Canvas and Google Docs is that on your modules, if you organize everything by modules, there is no place to add the collaboration into a module. What you'll have to do is go create a content page and explain to students in that content page, this next part is about World War II or whatever topic, and you have a Google collaboration. They need to click collaborations, and they'll go in just like I've done here and click, and it'll pop up for them. Just like with Google Docs without Canvas, everything that students do is saved over here. So if you miss that, I'm going to click All Changes Saved in Drive. Every student that is in this document, that works on this document, will be assigned a color. You'll be able to click and see exactly what they've added. If you can notice, it's a little bit light. Anything that you hover over that I've typed has my name next to it. It's a very good way of keeping track of what they've done, and it's also a good way to know if they have went in and copied and pasted, because at 9:37 a.m. this document's pretty blank. If at 9:39 there's 6 pages in it, it's pretty easy to make the claim that they have plagiarized. Other than that, it is just like Google Docs. If Canvas for some reason goes down one day and you have a collaboration, you don't have to worry, because if they go into their Google Drive, this document is under their recent, under their little tab that says recent. They can go in there and click on it, and they can type in it from there and add it. When Canvas comes back up, they can again click this political ideologies and everything that they've typed will be in there because it is done through Google and it's just pointing to a URL.